Hit the subscribe button. A new flashpoint has erupted in the Middle East. Fresh fighting has broken out in Yemen's Hadramaut province, a strategically important region that borders Saudi Arabia. This latest clash adds another dangerous layer to Yemen's already complex conflict involving regional powers, separatist forces, and accusations of foreign interference. So what exactly is happening in Hadramaut? Who is fighting who? And why does this matter beyond Yemen's borders? Let's break it down. Hadramaut is Yemen's largest province and one of its most sensitive regions. It shares a long border with Saudi Arabia and plays a key role in regional security, trade routes, and military positioning. For years, Yemen has been torn apart by multiple power struggles not just between the government and rebels, but also between rival factions within the south. And now, Hadramaut has become the latest battlefield. The fighting is between two main forces. First, forces loyal to Hadramaut's governor, who is backed by Saudi Arabia. Second, the Southern Transitional Council, also known as the STC, a powerful separatist group that wants southern Yemen to break away and form its own state. Both sides claim legitimacy. Both sides have weapons. And both sides accuse the other of destabilizing the region. The situation escalated when the Southern Transitional Council accused Saudi Arabia of bombing its forces near the border. According to the STC, Saudi airstrikes targeted their fighters during the clashes. However, the governor of Hadramaut, Salem al-Khanbashi, strongly rejected that narrative. He stated that government forces were simply carrying out operations to take back military bases held by the STC. According to him, these actions were meant to be peaceful and systematic efforts to reclaim military sites. A claim that sharply contrasts with the STC's version of events. This conflict is not just local. It comes days after Saudi Arabia and Yemen's internationally recognized government accused the United Arab Emirates of arming and supporting the STC. They alleged that the UAE pushed the STC to seize territory in Hadramaut, Al-Mara, other southern provinces. Just last month. If true, this means Yemen is now caught in a regional power tug-of-war, with allies backing opposing sides on the ground. This development is extremely dangerous for several reasons. First, Hadramaut borders Saudi Arabia, meaning instability there could spill across borders. Second, infighting among anti-Houthi factions weakens any chance of national stability. Third, accusations between Saudi Arabia and the UAE threaten to fracture alliances that were once united in Yemen. In short, the conflict is becoming more fragmented, more unpredictable, and harder to control. If tensions continue to rise, fighting could spread deeper into southern Yemen. Separatist ambitions may intensify. Regional powers could become more directly involved. Without dialogue or de-escalation, Hadramaut risks becoming another prolonged frontline in Yemen's long war. Yemen's crisis is no longer just about rebels versus government. It is now a maze of regional interests, separatist ambitions, and military power plays. And Hadramaut is the latest warning sign. If you found this breakdown helpful, like the video. Subscribe for more global conflict explainers. And turn on notifications so you don't miss the next update. Thanks for watching.